In the lobby. No secretary.
Nothing on radio. Security system's quiet.
Should I be concerned?
You aren't already? Let's find Surkov. He's in the building somewhere.
Looks like Surkov's employees are pulling a late night. And they're armed.
There must be more. I can't be too far away.
И снова всех приветствую, дорогие друзья. Меня зовут Антон. Никак я не могу покинуть Москву, не поболтав господину Сурковым и все-таки выяснить, кто застоит за халбеховскими делами в столице нашей родины. Ну, темповая стрельба нам здесь не пригодится, равно как и невидимость. Пройдем эту миссию чисто. Сама она очень маленькая, непродолжительная. Основную часть серии мы уделим внимание общению с другими персонажами и подготовкой к финалу. Наконец-то этот мужичок устал тут стоять и испытывать мое терпение. Так, кто-то попытается уже меня заметить. Видимо, к окну подошел наш первый боец, которого мы увидели первым. Вот, собственно, и добыли мы данные по компании Моло-Тэк. Акции падают. Акционеры недовольны. Сразу же отсюда уйдем. Бог ты мой, он же меня заметит тут. Меня нет. Пронесло. Так, все, засиживаться некогда. Тут еще вижу двоих бойцов. Ой, там сверху еще балкончик. Только сейчас заметил. Так, мужик, только не сюда. Черт, он сюда идет. Куда ломиться? Вот он меня увидит уже. О, как замечательно. Отвернулся последний, и мы потихонечку прошмыгиваем. И встречаем самого Суркова.
Michael, so, you returned to speak to me. Good. I was worried Constantine might get the upper hand, and of the two of you, you are a more reasonable man.
You set me up to kill him. Why?
Constantine is impulsive. While Halbeck and I do not see eye to eye, I am afraid Constantine is much more open to deals than I.
You're not working with Halbeck.
I did. Then their boardroom negotiations offended me. Michael, Halbeck approached me many years ago concerning weapons trafficking. The relationship over time proved profitable to both of us, until recently. I deal with intermediaries, but they share Halbeck's arrogance and unwillingness to negotiate in a changing market.
Short-term profit in exchange for burning your bridges with Halbeck? Are you sure you're a businessman?
Yes, a territorial one. Halbeck and I don't agree on certain globalization practices. In the long term, our goals with regards to weapon distribution was an inequitable one. Mr. Thornton, we're talking now because I see an opportunity here for both of us to take down a common enemy. Interested? I will only make this offer once.
What do you want in exchange? Immunity?
No, I simply want Halbeck out of my country, which will ensure greater profits for me in the long run.
So we get rid of a greater evil in exchange for a lesser one.
Welcome to the world, Mr. Thornton. But believe me, I seek to strengthen my country, and Halbeck seeks to weaken it.
All right, Surkov. We'll be partners for this. But once Halbeck has answered for its crimes, then...
Agent Thornton, you are a man who seeks to do what is right. I expect no more and no less. I will arrange for the records to be transferred to you. If additional developments occur, I shall notify you.
Understood. We'll be in touch.
Так, ну вот, на одного союзника у нас больше. Замечательная статистика, всегда бы так.
Mike,
Кто это?
is it odd?
Да ладно.
No, I'm glad you're here. Although I'm guessing this means trouble.
You could say that. I came here because we're out of time. Taipei, Rome, Moscow. As far as the agency is concerned, they've been resolved to Halbeck's satisfaction. Perhaps not ideally, but Halbeck's projections are optimistic.
So they don't even know they're starting a war.
Not yet. First they'll delete Alpha Protocol and erase everything associated with it. And that means you.
Hey, they haven't done a great job so far, so don't worry about me.
I am worried about you. I can't shut it off. For them, it's a lot more simple. If Alpha Protocol is erased, and you're erased, whatever life you had will be gone. You'll be rogue forever. Until someone finds you and kills you. And I can't let that happen to you.
Then I say we bring them down before they get the chance. They don't know about you, Mina. And they certainly don't know me.
It's more...
No, it is that simple. Trust me. And if they've got Halbeck on their side, then they're doubly screwed. Mina, we're going to get through this.
Mike.
Даже так можно.
Mike, I can't. You don't know what's going to happen.
Neither do you.
Бандану сними. Идиотина.
I didn't mean to put you in danger. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
I know you didn't. But the real problem would have happened whether you were here or not. And things would be a lot worse. Besides, I would probably be dead. And I don't like that idea much.
Suppose you already have a plan.
Save the day? Somehow. But first I have to get back to the facility. Then take out the folks that trained me, along with any Marines, agents, or any other Halbeck thugs they've got with them. Get evidence on an international conspiracy, and prevent World War III. So I guess I better get started.
We better get started.
No, you need to get to safety. I don't want you getting hurt. And I'd be surprised if Westridge and Parker haven't already figured out someone's been feeding me information. If so, your life is in danger.
I want to help. I can return to Alpha Protocol. I can still help you from the inside. I can't just throw you to the wolves.
I don't want you going back there. Chances are they know about you. And if so...
All right. There's another safe house I can hide out in until this blows over. But this could be the last time we see each other.
Don't count on it. I'm not letting you off the hook that easy.
What are you going to do?
Call in a few favors. If Alpha Protocol thinks it's the only one with an army, they're in for a shock.
World War III, is it on the horizon? A recent European Union
Что там
study
нам
published
по
by
ТВ вещают?
a Rome-based political think tank lists 37 points of concern, including a sharp upswing in terrorist activity in the past month, the assault on the United States Embassy in Moscow, and China's increasing mobilization in the wake of Taiwanese independence rallies as evidence that a global conflict of unprecedented proportions may be closer than we think.
Так, прежде всего я сниму эту дебильную бандану и одену свои типичные очки. Привычные, вернее. Чай не в Москве. Так, поглядим, что нам там пишут. О, старый друг. Шахидушка. Почитаем позже. Ну, это как всегда в своем амплуа. Надеюсь, пальцы он никому там не отрезал. На кой дьявол он мне нужен? Ну, у Леонда, я смотрю, тоже дела нерадужно идут. Это не может не радовать. Так, ну что ж, первым делом нагрянем к Альбатросу. Что у нас там новенького по альфа-протоколу? Досье-то прям мало-мало у меня собрано по нему. Все потому, что я доп. Задание в самом начале не проходил. Не прошел кое-как одно. Ай, ходить никуда не надо.
Communications decrypted. Signal established.
Albatross. Your signal's weak. I can barely see you.
Agent Thornton, Mike, my apologies for the poor connection. It's the price one pays for privacy. I can only spare a few minutes, so tell me what you need, quickly.
I'm infiltrating the Alpha Protocol facility, and I need your help.
I see. This is sooner than I expected. If you think I know the location of the facility, I can't help you.
I can get there. What I need is whatever intel or manpower you can provide once I'm inside.
If you can get in and transmit the location. But once you transmit the coordinates, you'll need to buy yourself some time before I can intervene. May I ask why you're infiltrating the agency? It seems counterproductive, not to mention the low chance of success.
I miss it, and I have abandonment issues. I can pay you for your time.
You don't need to pay me, Mike. An alliance with you and your continued survival has proven to be in my best interests. When I was at Braco's mercy, you chose to intervene. I've not forgotten. And you spared Sis when you had no reason to do so. Now it is my turn to help you.
Да, привет ей передавай.
Consider it a payment for services rendered. One doesn't kill the golden goose.
Or an albatross. Seems doing both would be unwise.
I would agree. Once you reach your destination, we shall prove it. Until then, I shall ensure the south wind is at your back.
Enjoy your flight. I'll see you soon.
Так, какой-то там секретный факт об Альбатросине. Но мы позже его почитаем. Отправимся к Шахиду, посмотрим, что он нам скажет.
Welcome, Agent Thornton. This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I believe. I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbeck?
A portion of it is yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost
Да ты обалдел.
I don't have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Halbeck has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
And that concerns you?
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves? Yes. And when another may shoulder the rightful blame? Again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I'm not
Нет,
betraying my country, and certainly not
Майкл
for you.
на это не
Is Alpha
способен.
Protocol your country? Or is it one of its lies under the guise of the United States?
Halbeck's my enemy, not the United States, or whoever Alpha Protocol claims to be working for.
And if they are the same thing?
Then you don't understand the situation.
I do. More than you, I think. But you have come for help, or simply to call a favor due. I have information that should be of use to you in hurting Halbeck. Accounts, transactions, and knowledge of their involvement with your program. And of course, the missile codes you asked for. Although I fail to see what use they are to you.
That's a start.
A start?
Yes. I need you to broadcast something for me. I have a suspicion that's going to cause quite a stir where I'm headed.
Сильно мы упали, конечно, в глазах Шахида, да и плевать. На самом деле, тот он такой, весь из себя бойскаут, он бы не стал предавать страну. Я думаю, так. Тем более ради какой-то Аль-Каиды. Да никого я не убивал. Заколупали меня уже с этими убийствами. Все что-то вешают на меня. Так, ну что? Можно отправляться уже и в Альма-Матер. Ах, нет, у меня журналистка еще осталась. И какой-то факт об Альбатросе. Всего-то. Так, зачем я вышел-то? Ух ты мой. Ну, поехали к Скарлетт. Надеюсь, Мина не будет ругаться.
Scarlet?
Come in, Mike.
Your door was open. You don't seem surprised. How did you know it was me?
I would have known if it wasn't you. Footsteps are like signatures.
That's an interesting skill to have picked up.
In case you haven't guessed already, I don't have much of a social life. What is it you needed, Mike? Got another story to pass along?
Yes, but it's complicated.
That so? What a surprise. Very little about you seems simple. I was pretty certain you might be Interpol or military. But my gut tells me intelligence. But none of my contacts have heard of you.
Contacts. So you've been checking up on me.
I didn't want to, but you really don't leave me much choice if I want to know the truth.
If I was intelligence, is that something you think I'd tell a journalist?
You tell me. And I'd like you to be honest with me, if you can. I think I deserve that much.
There's
Да,
not much to say.
заслуживает.
I I used to work for the United States government. I still do, in my own way.
What do you mean?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. When you met me in Saudi Arabia, that was my last official mission with the U.S. After that, I've been on my own. Except for people I've met on the way. Like you.
It doesn't sound like you've had a chance to relax in Saudi Arabia.
That's an understatement.
My military and intelligence contacts didn't have much on you.
Not surprising.
So, I checked the corporate gossip. Halbeck's taken quite an interest in you.
Let's just say Leyland and I don't see eye to eye on business practices. You ever met him?
At press conferences. Quite the snake. But that doesn't explain why Halbeck would be after you.
I accidentally discovered something in Saudi Arabia I shouldn't have. Something that could ruin Halbeck.
What did you find out?
I found they'd been selling weapons to Al Samad, and I got proof.
Is that why you're here?
I don't trust anyone else with it. And if something happens to me, then the world needs to know.
It's that bad, huh?
Pretty bad.
I'll make sure it gets where it needs to go. Are you going to be all right?
I have no idea.
Амина не узнает? Она же будет вне себя.
No, I can stay.
Ладно, придумаю что-нибудь.
Considering I might not see you again, I'd like that.
The world can wait then.
Так, ну все, вдоволь мы со всеми нацеловались, напереговаривались. Пора уже, видимо, идти сдаваться. Писем новых нет. Так что ничего нас здесь не держит. Так, возьмем с собой, пожалуй, побольше эмочек, немножко шоковых ловушек. Хотя мне что-то подсказывает, стелса там будет мало. Ну, помогать нам будет, конечно же, Альбатрос. Наш друг.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, me.
О, Дарси. Давно не видались.
Go ahead. You'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
Сотрудничество с Альбатросом дало нам еще один навык, который должен нам помочь в скрытности. Опять ты.
Here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country.
I want to serve my country. And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you. They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
It was worth it. I'm gonna see this mission through, Leyland. Henry. I'm gonna see you arrested for those people you killed and see that Halbeck answers for its crimes.
Really?
Count on it.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Halbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you, quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Halbeck is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. Those Marines you killed in Moscow. No American agent gets away with that in the end.
И этот тоже вешает на меня убийство.
You are one. They'll execute you. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
Nice poetry. You rehearsed that?
It's been on my mind. This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
Not your fault? Oh, of course not. Not the missiles, the killing, the world destabilization for profit. Nope, you're blameless.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do...
Ух ты, даже так можно?
Leyland?
What is
Iди ко мне, мой маленький.
I've been
Как
dying
ты
to
меня
do that for
достал.
hours, but I needed to hear all you had to brag about first.
I'll take that as your answer, then. This was it for you, Thornton. I was your last chance.
I can't wait to show you how wrong you are.
О, и ты тут. Как голова? Не болит?
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
It was the only way to find this place quickly, and I knew you were looking for me. It seemed time to kill two birds with one stone, pardon the metaphor.
Indeed. Well, as I said, well done. Well, I confess I'm disappointed things ended like this. I was hoping to convince you to work for us. If not Halbeck, then the VCI. But that would depend on you.
Yeah, and I was hoping you might kiss my ass. But it looks like that'll have to wait another hour or two.
Никогда не угадаешь, что он скажет.
That's very amusing.
Как? Мы больше не
The
друзья?
offer is out of the question, then? Goodbye, Agent Thornton.
Марбург, как
Perhaps
ты
we'll
мог?
see each other again.
Обиделся, что ли, старикашка? Зловредный.
Sorry, sir, but we have our orders. When they administer the meds, the end will be quick.
Знакомые штанишки. Сеструха, привет. Спасибо. Береги себя. Ну что ж, друзья мои, стрижка только началась, скажу я вам. И продолжение будет уже в следующей части. Ого, это что такое? Сеструха шалит. Я же с вами на этом прощаюсь. Всем желаю удачи. С вами был Антон. Пока.